A very good evening and welcome to another exciting edition of the program Big Talk, a program where we highlight political discussions concerning Nigeria. Tonight on the show we beam our searchlight on the All Progressive Congress as it heads to its national convention. A lot of planning. The other day I was at the screening exercise of aspirants where we saw the party putting into motion, the planning concerning its convention that will be coming up this weekend on Friday and on Saturday, right? And the convention that will draw new leaders for the All Progressive Congress as they head towards the 2027 general elections. Tonight on the program, we beam our searchlight on the All Progressive Congress, its convention planning, and what the party is putting in place for a convention. The APC convention party gears up for 2027 general election as we hope to speak with a member of the All Progressive Congress, Ikechukwu Norbert, who has been in the party for quite a while and has been following up conversations about the convention of the party and how it means, what it means for us as Nigerians and what it means for our country at this time for the All Progressive Congress, the party that is the ruling party in our country at this time. Of course, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a member of the party, and some persons have predicted doomsday for the APC as a result of this convention, saying that after the convention, there may be implosion, and as we head towards 2027, the APC may not be as stable as it used to be. Some back and forth has been made concerning the party and what it stands to face for this particular convention that the party will be going on. But the persons I spoke to yesterday were very optimistic, saying that they are fully delighted about the screening exercise. Of course, they are aspirants at that time, and when the list come out, we will get to see those who are now candidates, those who are cleared by the convention screening committee of the party, which is the APC, the All Progressive Congress. But let's go for a short break, and when we come back, hopefully we'll get into the conversation. Please stay with us.
Politics decides our economy. Politics shapes our security. Politics defines our future. But who is asking the hard question?
Is intimidating governors to our opposition, and some allegations even say monies are offered to the tune of billions of naira to these governors to come to the APC.
On Big Talk, we take politics beyond party lines and press statements. We interrogate policies, challenge power,
and it shall be addressed,
and demand accountability from those who govern, from the presidency to the National Assembly, from state governments to grassroots politics. We break down the decisions that affect your daily life. No propaganda, no political comfort zone, just facts, context, and fearless conversations. Big Talk is where leaders explain, analysts dissect, and the people understand.
2015 elections were not held. They are doing rigging.
Don't just watch politics, question it. Tune in to Big Talk on Global Television every weekday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Join the conversation. Politics decides our economy. Politics shapes our security. Politics defines our future. But who is asking the hard question?
Is intimidating governors to our opposition, and some allegations even say monies are offered to the tune of billions of naira to these governors to come to the APC.
On Big Talk, we take politics beyond party lines and press statements. We interrogate policies, challenge power,
and it shall be addressed,
and demand accountability from those who govern, from the presidency to the National Assembly, from state governments to grassroots politics. We break down the decisions that affect your daily life. No propaganda, no political comfort zone, just facts, context, and fearless conversations. Big Talk is where leaders explain, analysts dissect, and the people understand.
2015 elections were not held. They are doing rigging.
Don't just watch politics, question it. Tune in to Big Talk on Global Television every weekday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Join the conversation.
Alright, so welcome back to the show. Tonight we take a critical look at the All Progressive Congress, APC, the ruling party, as it prepares for its national convention that will come up on the 27th of this month, April, as the party moves forward. At 27th of March, I beg your pardon, as the party moves forward towards the 2027 general election. And what are the preparedness? What is the party doing to prepare for a convention, a key political event that is expected to set up the internal structure of the party and set the tone for the 2027 general election? The APC was formed in 2013 through a major opposition parties like the CPC, as we had at that time, the ACN, some members of the new PDP, and came together to actually form, and the ANPP, led by Obonaya Onu, came together to form the APC at the time. And the APC has remained a dominant force in Nigeria's political history, winning the 2027 general election, and has now done 10 years in power. Remember, the PDP did 16 years before they lost power in 2015 to the APC. And those are discussions that we hope to have tonight. And from the historic victory, ending the 16-year rule of the PDP and retaining power in subsequent elections. 2015, they won election. We saw them win election again in 2019. We saw them win election in 2023. And now we are heading to the 2027, the general election. So there are questions about the fact, is the APC ready, and can the APC win the 2027 general elections? The convention is one of the ways where the party will set up its internal structure to be able to make alignments, meet up with INEC complication, meet up with INEC regulations, and be able to present candidates forward for the election. I spoke to some persons who were just screened at the APC screening venue here in Abuja, and let's take a look at what they had to say. Chairman of the committee and Governor of Ekiti State, Biodun Ayebanji, said the screening so far has been without any hitch, adding that the process is guided strictly by established procedures and rule of law.
It went very well, very successful, and it's still ongoing. One of the committee is still they're still working, but two have concluded and just taking a break. But the most important thing is that we have everybody coming for screening. Among those screened is Barrister Murtala Kankia, the APC National Legal Advisor, Bashi Gumel, the Financial Secretary of the APC. They both expressed confidence in the credibility of the exercise.
The screening is good because it's good for them to get to know people. It's something which is in accordance with the law.
My expectations are really very high, but the most important is repositioning the party and getting it set, for the 2027 elections.
Maikafi Abubakar, the national auditor of the party, and the national women leader, Mary Aidele, says the process reflects internal democracy and is well organized. They therefore commended the committee for a smooth and transparent exercise.
The screening went on well. The panel, the subcommittee panel introduced themselves through the chairman, Senator Oji Kalu.
And then later they said I should brief them on my CV.
And I've just completed my screening.
Incoming.
And like you just said, it was like the speed of light.
Yes.
I came in and they all introduced themselves. I introduced myself, and it was everybody just agreed that there's no need, just take a bow.
The screening exercise continues as the party prepares for its national convention. All right, so joining us now to help make sense of this discussion is an APC chieftain, Ikechukwu Norbert, who has been following up development, and yesterday was there at the screening and, saw live interaction of what is happening with his party, the APC. A very good evening to you, and thank you, IK, for coming on the program tonight. Oh, you may need to unmute your mic. Your mic is mute, please. If you can hear me, unmute your mic. I don't know if you can hear me. You may need to unmute your mic.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Good evening, Nigerians. Hello, good evening, Nigerians.
All right, so let's talk about your party. The APC is planning its convention for Friday. What is going on and what has been happening?
All right, you can see if you're staying in Abuja, has come to life. Our party, the All Progressive Congress, on the 27th and the 28th of this weekend, Abuja is going to be loud, and we have already some of the delegates who are already entering inside who are come to town, and most of the party heavyweights are already coming in Abuja for the APC National Convention.
Is that something that will happen?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. What I said, I can't hear you clearly, but from here, APC National Convention, we all know that is holding this weekend at the Abuja Eagle Square. Everything is being put in place to ensure that we have a free atmosphere during the convention. A lot of the delegates are already in town, and they are coming in town, and the party faithfuls, they are coming in town to grace this event.
To organize itself, where it seems a lot of other political parties have internal issue or the other.
Come again, I can't hear you.
I said, how is the APC able to organize itself when it seems other political parties have one issue or the other?
APC as a party is well nice. We have put everything in place. Those people who are contesting, all of them has purchased their fund, and their form has been issued to them, and they have been screened yesterday. So on Friday, we are expecting all the delegates to vote for their choice of candidates at the convention. So we are very, very fully organized. APC is a very organized party. That is why you can see a lot of them, a lot of governors. They are welcome. For the past few weeks now, we have been welcoming governors from other political parties. Now, you know that we have more than 33 governors, and we are still counting. And we are well organized and we are well prepared.
The APC has gotten the way of zoning its position, and I've seen some persons, some states and some zones who are already complaining of zoning, saying that the zoning may not favor them. Is that true? Hello, can you hear? All right, so I think we've lost Ikechukwu there, and we're trying to bring him back so we could continue a conversation about APC convention and what is actually what it means. The administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu is midway through, and our attention is gradually shifting towards the 2027 general elections. In fact, so many persons believe that there's been a lot of attention on the 2027 general elections for a long time now, and it seems the party is concentrating on the 2027 general election. And we know that the convention, the planning of the convention now, is one of the ways where the party will be able to stabilize itself and be able to offer some level of leadership to Nigerians. Because, of course, we know that in Nigeria, we do not practice independent candidature. You need a political platform, a political party as a platform to be able to, carry out your activities, to be voted for, to get into office. And tonight on the program, we're still looking at the APC convention as the party prepares for its March 27 convention that will come up here in Abuja. And we are seeing some party faithfuls saying some things. People are already speaking as to what they feel about this and what they believe would be happening with the party. And so we hope to continue the conversation if the needs of communication would allow us. We have Ikechukwu Norbert, who is speaking to us about what the APC stands for and what is going on with the APC at the moment as the party continues to gear up for its convention. But shortly we'll be back as we see if we're able to continue this conversation with Ikechukwu. Please just stay with us.
Politics decides our economy. Politics shapes our security. Politics defines our future. But who is asking the hard question?
Is intimidating governors to our opposition, and some allegations even say monies are offered to the tune of billions of naira to these governors to come to the APC.
On Big Talk, we take politics beyond party lines and press statements. We interrogate policies, challenge power,
and it shall be addressed,
and demand accountability from those who govern, from the presidency to the National Assembly, from state governments to grassroots politics. We break down the decisions that affect your daily life. No propaganda, no political comfort zone, just facts, context, and fearless conversations. Big Talk is where leaders explain, analysts dissect, and the people understand.
2015 elections were not held. They are doing rigging.
Don't just watch politics, question it. Tune in to Big Talk on Global Television every weekday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Join the conversation.
All right, so welcome back to the program. I think we have Ikechukwu Norbert, who's joined us again. He is an APC chieftain who's been following developments about the APC convention that will come up on the 27th. And we're speaking before we had that glitching network. Ikechukwu, let's get back to the conversation. I was asking you how prepared is the party for some level of so if some persons feel they are not carried along, what is the party going to do about those who feel they've not been carried along? I've heard some persons say their name they're not included in the convention committee, even in subcommittees. Can hear me? I'm saying, what will the party do for those who feel they've not been carried along? Their names were not in any convention planning list or anything.
This is not the end of the programs the party have. You can remember this is just a national convention whereby we elect the National Working Committee. And whosoever that his name is not been among of those who are organizing the subcommittees that are organizing the National Convention, there are numerous activities that is in line that one can be part of. We have the screening of the gubernatorial, the House of Representative. So if you are not picky on the National Convention, the party will definitely remember you during these other activities. You can believe me that our party is best in our rewarding system. Definitely, those people who think that they have been sidelined will be rewarded in due course.
So you've said that, but we are going to hope to see after the convention, because some persons have claimed that with a lot of persons coming into your party, the APC, there could be an implosion. We've even seen protests of people who say they've been in the party for so long a time, but they've not been rewarded by the party. What do you have to say about that?
As far as I'm concerned, our party is one of the best parties in the sub-Saharan Africa in terms of rewarding system. And you know, the president that we have, the person of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is a man of integrity and a man that believes in the system. You know, he's a party person, he's a party man. He knows what it's all about to reward the party faithful. He has been doing that, and he will definitely. We are not going to stop at this convention. And those of them who bought forms, like you claimed, that we are not being screened or carried along. The party has already zoned they have already zoned these positions to different geopolitical zone. So I cannot come from the southeast, whereby the zonal youth leader is being zoned. Then somebody who is come from the northwest will come and purchase form. Our party is a disciplined party, and we believe that whosoever that is a party faithful should follow strictly on that rules and regulations.
Governors, like you mentioned when we started, that a lot of governors are now coming to your party. Are they coming with their loyalists, and are they also going to upplant people who've been in the party for quite a while before the governors came in? I mean, for the new entrants, those who are coming to your party new, with their structures. So what happens to the structures that were there before they came?
What is wrong?
All right, so what I said was that for those who are just coming into your party at this time, what is going to happen to them, their structures, and comparing them vis-a-vis those who've been in the party for quite a long time now? Oh, still having some network glitch, but let's see if we can show you some of the videos when we're speaking to those who have been screened, you know, at that particular convention, and what they had to say. I spoke to the financial secretary of the party, Alhaji Gumel, and let's see what he said during that meeting.
Okay, I'm Ambassador Haruna Ginsau. I'm vying for the position of National Financial Secretary for the party.
How was your screening?
The screening was, I must admit, very smooth. In fact, I was given the honor of just asking, I was asked to take a bow and go. That's all. Not a single question was asked. So I was just told to take a bow.
Since you will just be joining the NWC after the elective convention, what are your expectations over the weekend?
My expectations are really very high. But the most important is repositioning the party and getting it set, for the 2027 elections, which is very crucial for us, which I think is going to be an easy ride for us, but at the same time, you don't take this for granted. You have to prepare very well. So I think the National Convention will afford us the opportunity to look back and then reassess and then, of course, strategize, especially for the next general election. So these are my hopes and expectations during the National Convention.
All right, finally, a lot of people have predicted doom ahead of the convention due to the elective nature of the convention. What would you advise to party faithfuls and leaders across the length and breadth of the country?
I don't know, since we returned to democracy, especially in 1999 to date, most positions have been held based on consensus, and I think that has become part of our tradition. And in fact, it's embodied in the constitution of the APC. The elections are either conducted through direct voting and balloting or through consensus. And even if there is consensus, of course, there has to be some kind of voiced vote, people affirming that yes, they have accepted the consensus reached. So I think it's a practice that has been on for a long time, and honestly, I have not seen anything faulty about it, and I believe it has come to stay, and people have accepted it. So I think that shouldn't be a problem.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir.
How was your screening?
It was interesting, but I thank God. I want to thank the members of the committee. It was very interactive. They asked me a question about what more am I planning to do, what next, and what other ideas. Someone also asked about how I'm going to deploy technology in my second term, by God's grace, God willing that I'm returned by the grace of the Almighty, and how I intend to deploy technology. Another lady in the room asked about how I want to ensure that we can carry more people from the grassroots along. So it was very interactive, but I got to a point to express some of the visions that we're doing, some of the ideas and the innovation, including, for example, the new technology that we're introducing for youth mobilization in the youth wing of the party. I'm grateful to God for the opportunity to serve the youth of our party in this first tenure, and I'm looking forward to doing more greater works than I have done before in this second tenure by the grace of the Almighty. I'm also grateful to the President and my Governor for the opportunity to serve in this role and to continue to serve.
Thank you so much. While you were coming in, it was very contentious. But now it seems the coast is clear. So what do you think explains it?
I think we have been able to prove over the last 4 years that we know what we're doing. We're not here for accolades. We're here to solve problems. For example, in the history of the party, we've never had a dedicated youth headquarters of the youth wing. We brought life to the youth wing of the party. We have a youth house in Wuse 2 by Banex now, where almost every day we're having activities and programs to engage the youth. We're going to spend the next few months also empowering and training our youth leaders across the country so that they can cascade what we're doing in Abuja down to the grassroots. So I think people have seen that we're genuine about what we want to do. It's a privilege to be in this role to serve our generation, and we don't take it lightly. We don't take it for granted. We want to be able to ensure that we become an example of what young people who are given the chance to lead, can, admire.
Finally, this weekend will be the National Convention.
Yes.
What will be your advice to party leaders and other delegates that will be there?
Please come and do what we should do as party members. Come and
meet other members. We have a lot of new ESCOs, new delegates who are going to be coming. Be open-minded, come and connect with other party members, come and build more relationships to be able to drive the renewable agenda of the president, and come and have a great time as well, and support the people, and support the candidates who are running. Come and support us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much.
From the start to finish, because your coming out is a strong indication that the assignment has been successfully completed. Can you tell us how it went in there?
Well, it went very well, very successful, and it's still ongoing. One of the committee is still they're still working, but two have concluded, and we've just taken a break. But the most important thing is that we had everybody coming for screening, including the party's national chairman. He was here to time, and he appeared before the screening committee. And we have three committees, one headed by myself, the other one by His Excellency Ojuso Kalu and Ben Ayade. The other committee is still meeting. So after the whole process, we meet again to look at the reports and take a decision and send to the party.
Any questions? Sir, let's get to know you.
My name, as you have heard, is Murtala Aliyu Kankia. I'm from Katsina State. Invited here for screening as National Legal Advisor.
I know presently you're also the National Legal Advisor of the party.
I'm presently the National Legal Advisor.
How was your screening?
The screening is good because it's good for them to get to know people. It's something which is in accordance with the law, and the precedence laid, because you have to be screened. If you are found competent and ready to serve, then you will be cleared. So I participated in the screening, and I thank God it is well, and I appreciate the conduct of the committee for doing a well done job.
All right, from all indication, it seems the stakeholders in Katsina, since it has been microzone, settled for only you.
Sincerely speaking, the stakeholders in Katsina settled on me through the endorsement of His Excellency the Governor of Katsina State. And this tells you who am I. At least I have been an active politician.
Said the screening so far has been without any hitch, adding that the process is guided strictly by established procedures and rule of law.
It went very well, very successful, and it's still ongoing. One of the committee is they're still working, but two have concluded, and we've just taken a break. But the most important thing is that we had everybody coming for screening.
Among those screened is Barrister Murtala Kankia, the APC National Legal Advisor, Bashir Gumel, the Financial Secretary of the APC. They both expressed confidence in the credibility of the exercise.
The screening is good because it's good for them to get to know people. It's something which is in accordance with the law.
My expectations are really very high, but the most important is repositioning the party and getting it set, for the 2027 elections.
Maikafi Abubakar, the national auditor of the party, and the national women leader, Mary Aidele, says the process reflects internal democracy and is well organized. They therefore commended the committee for a smooth and transparent exercise.
The screening went on well. The panel, the subcommittee panel introduced themselves through the chairman, Senator Oji Kalu, and then later they said I should brief them on my CV.
And I've just completed my screening. Incoming. And like you just said, it was like the speed of light. Yes. I came in and they all introduced themselves. I introduced myself, and it was everybody just agreed that there's no need, just take a bow.
The screening exercise continues as the party prepares for its national convention.
mean screening. It went very well. It was quick. Very quick. Yes. And I took a bow.
What are your expectations for the convention?
Well, we're very excited, looking forward to it. I mean, a lot of hard work has gone into it. All of the committees have been working, planning, and all gearing to deliver a seamless national convention. You know, to launch the party forward into the future. So we're looking forward to the convention.
Now we have more competitors now. There's the ABC and the PDP is trying to put itself in order. Are you threatening that 2027 you have?
No, we're not concerned about the opposition. We're concerned about ourselves and our preparations for the election. It's a national election, so it doesn't matter to us who else is in the fray. You know, all we care about and we're concerned with is to prepare to the extent that it won't matter who is running on the other side. It's Nigerians that matter. So, you know, our preparation is about Nigerians. I'm trying to convince every last voter that our party, has justified its mandate over the last 4 years and should be given another term, especially for the president, who has led from the front and led with courage and with boldness, tackled problems that were, left unattended by, generations of leaders before him, who refused to kick the can down the road for the next president, and confronted very bravely, a lot of those national questions with a lot of success.
So this is the last one from me. My colleagues will have something to say. Yesterday we saw an interview by former Attorney General Abubakar Malami, and he made allegations that your party, the APC, is intimidating those in opposition because as your capacity as police secretary.
That's ridiculous. I mean, they say that because they have nothing else to say. Intimidating the opposition because he is above the law. He was, former Attorney General of the country. But he's not. That doesn't place him anywhere above the laws of the country. Like every other citizen, if the authorities, investigative agencies who have constitutional mandate to investigate and prosecute crimes under the law, find that he has questions to answer, he should just go there and answer the questions and be quiet. Making bogus allegations doesn't change anything. Everybody who has run afoul of the law have been invited for questioning and sometimes for prosecution. His case is no different, so he shouldn't isolate himself and say because he's in the opposition, therefore he's been targeted. As Attorney General, he prosecuted people, so that's a legitimate activity by law enforcement, and it shouldn't be politicized to score some cheap political points. And I don't have any regard for those comments.
The elective convention over the weekend, for you especially, is going to be a call to do much more. So what will be your message to members of the party this second stint as the spokesperson of the party? Sir?
Well, in the first run, we told the story of the party with candor and clarity. Now we will tell it with the audacity of renewed hope. It's that simple. We're going to do what we've done and do it even more vigorously.
Thank you.
We have experienced the voter party lately.
Yeah, you already interviewed her, so I'm granting my interview. Yeah.
Why are you at the screening today?
Good afternoon, Nigeria. Good afternoon, Abuja, for those that are watching us all over the world. My name is High Chief Honorable Ambassador Billy Umar Gaba, the Asiwaju Iyamokun of Egbaland, and the co-founder of Renewed Hope Women Network from the diaspora. So I am here as an APC chieftain and also as the co-founder of the Renew Hope Women Network to support our national woman leader, the capacity woman leader, an excellent woman leader, a woman that understands what it means to lead as a former diasporan or still a diasporan anyways, what we do is excellent. We bring our expertise to the table. She's that woman who has done that excellently. She has led and she has pushed the right policy, bridging the gap between the men and the women, placing the women in the map of Nigeria where we belong politically and in terms of office, So this is why I'm here to throw my wings behind her and support her all the way, and support, most importantly, our father, the Jagaban of Africa, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Thank you.
Okay, so how will the diaspora and those outside Nigeria contribute to our electoral process in 2027? We don't have diaspora voting yet.
Yes, we do not have diaspora voting yet, but we're still working on it. I don't think it's all hope are lost yet, because as diaspora, we are very, very, very involving when it comes to Nigeria affair, economically, in every way, politically. But the barriers, which is being able to vote from the diaspora, that is ongoing. And we are very optimistic that it's going to come true before the election. But however, to answer your question, we are contributing in so many ways. I'm a product of diaspora. I'm here, and I'm a product of those who were standing behind our father, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, last 4 years, and mobilizing the entire diaspora from I'm from California, Los Angeles, to East Coast, to West Coast, to every areas of America and the world. We are very involving, so we are mobilizing even for his returning, because we have never had a president like Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and I stand with all honesty to say that, because for us, we have seen systems that work, and all we need is somebody who understands that and ready to make the system work for Nigeria. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu, our president, is doing that 100%, and for that reason, the diaspora are solidly behind him. And I stand here as the diaspora leadership, and I wear many, 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 many hats. I can't even begin to mention them here. But when you see me, you're seeing a diaspora from Los Angeles, California, and the entire world.
So just before we end now, I'd like to ask, tell us a bit about your group and what your group does.
Okay, when it comes to group, we have so many groups. So I'm going to start from the newest one, because now we are fully in the Renew Hope. We have to key in the movement. And the movement is Renewed Hope. And as a Renew Hope Women Network, first of all, our first assignment is how to retain a woman that is full of capacity, knowledge and understanding, inclusiveness with other women. How do we bring her back to retain that seat? And we did that successfully by obtaining her form. So we did that last Monday by obtaining her form of return, and she's in now, and she did her screening. Of course, you can see it was seamless. That is because of her hard work. So this is a part of the group that I belong. And moving forward, our Renew Hope Women Network represents 36 states of the Federation. We are 6 geopolitical women from all over the country, and then we have our 36 states representatives. So we are mobilizing massively from every nooks and corner for our president, for every election, and this is where we stand. And also talking about groups, I personally, we have our massive group in the United States called Tinubu Movement Worldwide, and we have the California, APC California in Los Angeles. So the Tinubu Movement Worldwide has been there since the last 4 years and still very much solid. We are from America to Europe to South Asia, so we are very solid. So the diaspora is ready. Right. We are very ready for the next election. Thank you so much again. God bless you.
All right, so welcome back now. We showed you some of the interviews we had with members of the All Progressive Congress, as we spoke about the fact that their convention is coming on Friday, this Friday the 27th and the 28th, Saturday, of course, it will get over the night where the All Progressive Congress will get to elect the new leadership of the party. Some persons have said that maybe it will still be a continuation of those who have been leading the party for this many years. We've seen some zoning being done, as the APC is not taking anything to chance, zoning positions between different zones in the country, right? We have some states divided into some micro zones for this particular convention that is coming up. And I was at the screening and I saw the screening exercise where some persons were screened, and a lot of the persons that appeared for that screening came out to say they were told to take a bow and leave. For instance, Mary Dele, who is the national women leader of the APC, she said she was asked to take a bow and leave because of the things that she's done, and already those at the screening table, they know her, so they can attest to our position, our influence in the party, and our capacity. So you just take a bow and leave. But so many persons may have alternate views about this, about what it means for the APC, knowing very well that the APC at this time is had to receive a lot of influx in terms of governors. More than 6 governors have joined the APC in the last 6 months. From various places, we have the governor of Akwa Ibom, Umoino, has joined the APC, the governor of Enugu, Peter Mbah, has joined the APC, the governor of Taraba, Gabriel Mutswang, have joined the APC. A lot of other governors who have also joined the APC, governors from the PDP and other political parties. And there are questions about the fact that with having all of this influx, all of these persons coming into the party, really affects the chances of the party. Can the party implode? A lot of persons have talked about implosion, where the party may not be able to handle all of the persons coming in. And tonight on the program, we had helping us make sense of this discussion an APC chieftain who himself will be running for Senate on the platform of the APC, Ikechukwu Nobet, who joined us as we had a discussion about where the APC is, the APC convention. As the party gears up for 2027, what does it mean for the party, for the APC? And some Nigerians are saying, if you cannot lead a political party well, will you be able to lead the nation? Some persons have said, yes, the APC is not currently in any situation. They do not have any issue concerning leadership also, as we have with other political parties at the moment. But is this election going to open up a can of worms? Some persons have been agitating. We've seen some zones like the Akwa Ibom Cross River zone speaking about the fact that the national women leader at the time, which was Betta Idu, it was zoned to that particular region, but they lost it when she went out to become minister, right? And it was reverted to Edo State. And the region is saying, as of today, they've not gotten back that position that was reverted to Edo State. And some persons have said, we need back the position. I mean, those are some questions that we've seen people say. But like Norbert was telling us earlier on the show, that delegates have arrived. Personally, I've seen a lot of persons who've come into Abuja because of the convention, and they want to be part of what the APC is doing. And we just got reports at the moment that the president of the country is back to Abuja after the Eid celebrations in Lagos. Remember, the president traveled, was in UK, came back, went to Lagos for Eid celebrations, and at the moment the president is back to Abuja, and hopefully the president, of course we know, as a leader of the party, as they say in Nigeria, will be at the APC convention coming up on Friday at Eagle Square here in Abuja. What are we expecting? What are the expectations of party members? New leadership. The APC seems to be going the way of consensus and zoning. These are basic principles that some persons have said may not be good for our democracy. But we've seen that the APC have decided to stay with consensus, candidature, and zoning to try to reduce friction. And we've seen that some persons are going unopposed because definitely they are the only persons campaigning for that particular position. Some persons do not have any other person who or other candidates in the position, so they are just going unopposed. We've seen this already with some of the persons who bought the form, and some of the persons who spoke about the fact that they are happy about the process and they believe that the process will throw up leadership for the party. Remember that this leadership is a precursor for what will happen in 2027, because the leadership that the APC will have now are the leadership that will midwife the convention that will get up to 2027, the leadership of the party, those who will throw up candidates for the party at the national convention, the presidential convention. Persons say already the APC should know who will be running presidency for the APC in 2027. There's been a lot of endorsement already for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but yes, the convention will still be held even if the president signifies interest of running again in 2027, because we've not really seen the president come out himself to say, I will be running for 2027, although it seems very clear because support groups are springing up daily. We've seen a lot of persons who are campaigning for the presidency. Tinubu must return 2027, Tinubu support group, a lot of agitation for the return of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for 2027, but we've not seen him as a person come out to say I'll be running, at least not yet, and we know that the campaigns are not open. So that could be one of the things informing the choice, to stay low at this particular time and wait for, to gauge the kind of atmosphere before that is really being done. But we'll bring you advancements as the convention proceeds. Don't also forget that the People's Democratic Party, they say they were the ruling biggest political party in Africa for many years. Now the APC say they're the biggest party in Africa, all of them, right? So the PDP convention comes up on Saturday, the 28th, immediately after the APC is done with DR. So we'll be moving to the PDP. So I will bring you all of these developments on the program. You know that on Big Talk we discuss political issues and issues that matter to us. We know that politics matters to us, and we're all politicians in one way or the other. My name is Ubongo Sora, and before I leave the show tonight, I say remember that you must belong to those who choose leaders in Nigeria. And one of the ways we choose leaders is by being members of political party. I am not one myself, but I advise you to join a political party and be involved in the process of selecting good leaders for the country. Bye for now.
Politics decides our economy. Politics shapes our security. Politics defines our future. But who is asking the hard question?
Is intimidating governors to our opposition, and some allegations even say monies are offered to the tune of billions of naira to these governors to come to the APC.
On Big Talk, we take politics beyond party lines and press statements. We interrogate policies, challenge power,
and it shall be addressed,
and demand accountability from those who govern, from the presidency to the National Assembly, from state governments to grassroots politics. We break down the decisions that affect your daily life. No propaganda, no political comfort zone, just facts, context, and fearless conversations. Big Talk is where leaders explain, analysts dissect, and the people understand.
2015 elections were not held. They are doing rigging.
Don't just watch politics, question it. Tune into Big Talk on Global Television every weekday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Join the conversation.